Hello, good day. My name is Ronald Kenneth, and I'm Africa's premier smartphone productivity coach. Today, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a simple flyer using PicsArt and a combination of other apps. So I'm going to select the PicsArt app and then let it load. I'll click on addition, sign, and then click on draw. I'll start my drawing. I'm using a 1x1 size for this particular design. Now I've been asked to do something simple for a particular event that will be coming up very soon in one of the Nigerian universities. So I'm just going to do something real quick. Watch as I do what I do. Okay, so the title of this particular flyer is Law and Grace. Is by the Christian Law Students Association of Nigeria, University of River State University chapter. So the tag is Law and Grace. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to bring out each of the alphabets that make up the words law and then grace. So I'm picking them one alphabet at a time. There's a reason for that. Just watch and see as I do that. So I'll pick them one after the other and then arrange them properly. Now all the texts are going to be black. Alright, so they're gonna be colored black because of what I eventually want to do. I'm going to overlay a particular texture eventually, so I need to make everything black. So when I overlay the texture, it's going to come out good. So just watch. I just need to make sure everything is properly aligned. Now this is the theme of the event. I'm working on it separately. By the time I'm done, I'm going to fuse it into the main design. So just watch as I do that. I'm trying to be very careful here to make sure that all my elements are properly arranged. I'm taking note of space. I'm taking note of size. And then of course they are all in the same font, so I may not have to worry so much about the font. So just choose one particular font and I'm running with it. This is a very painstaking activity. Most designs like this can take you as much as 15 to 30 minutes to round up, but you need to have something in mind first. So I had something in mind, and that's what's driving this design. Although most times while I design, I like to play around certain concepts, because while you're trying to design, you could just be getting fresh ideas. So but then of course it all is going to happen when you already have something in mind. So while you're designing, you may discover that what you had in mind may not just be applicable or may need some little adjustment. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sort out the arrangement and placement of each of the letters here. I want to manage this space. I should have used the 4x3 size, but then of course using a 1x1, I have to manage the space. So just watch carefully. Okay, just to make sure that all my alphabets are properly collected. Now while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you know what you're doing. Of course, I'm trying to make sure that I capture each and every aspect. I was going to make the A stand for the law, and then for the grace, like one particular A for both law and grace. But I don't have so much space here. I'm trying to see how I can walk around that. So but then let's see how far we can go with this. Let's see what we can do with this. It's still not fitting in. What I have in mind may not just work. That means I might have to stick to the original plan I had in my head. Let's just have the law and then the grace stand alone. I was going to make the A for both the law and grace, like one A for both, but I don't have enough space here for I don't have enough workspace. I should have chosen a 4x3 space workspace, but then of course I chose a 1x1 and I still have to work with this space. So I'm trying to manage the space at the same time, come up with what I have in mind. So watch carefully as I do that. I may have to change a whole lot of things, but it's still part of the plan. This takes a lot of painstakingly, if there's any word like that. Just watch carefully. I just want to make sure that none of the letters is outside of alignment. Everything has to fall in line. I might have to eventually reduce the font size of every alphabet here, but let's see. Okay, I think I'm coming close to what I have in mind. My E is not going to enter, so I'll just reduce all this, make sure they fit in properly. If you check very well, I'm trying to overlap most of the letters, so I'm overlapping the R to the A, and I'm trying to lap the A on top to the A below. I want to make sure that they both align, so look carefully. So I have to reduce this and reduce that, shift that. Okay, so now this takes a lot of painstakingness. Okay, I have to, you see, I'm trying to hide the part of the C inside of the A, so it's giving me this beautiful effect. So I reduce that, make sure they are aligned, so it looks like I cut that there. Okay, I think good to go. I need to align that A. Well, let's see. Bring this guy closer, and then align both. Yeah, make sure they lap, and then bring this a little bit more closer. Okay, we're good like this. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. The next thing is to add the and sign. I'm gonna bring it there, bring it somewhere close there. Okay, that's law and grace. Alright, so having done this, I'm going to save this file. Okay, the next thing I'll do, minimize, and let's go back to the home screen and go to my app drawer. I'm going to go to another app, the background remover app, so you can download that from Google Play Store. I'll load a photo. Now I just finished designing something, right? So I'm going to go to the images, PicsArt, and then click on that. I want to remove all the white background to make this a backgroundless write-up. So I'm going to choose on auto, reduce the cursor offset, and then click on any part of the white background. So all the whites are gone, but then there's still little white enclosed there and there. So that's all the whites. So this is now a standalone file. Alright, you do this mostly for your logos and all, so I'll save that. Okay, let's go back to PicsArt. Haven't done this, I'm going to add photo. Now I'm going back to the previous workspace. Okay, I did that with the background remover for a reason. So I'm going to click on an already downloaded file. It's a picture, an abstract effect, a blue abstract effect. Then I clicked on blend. So there are different blend options. I've chosen the lightning. See, this is the reason why I decided to use a black, right? Black blends. So I'll save that. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to use the 4x3 this time around. So click that, edit image. Alright, so we are beginning with the design now. So I'm going to click on add photo, and then I have a pre-downloaded photo for this particular design. I'm going to use it as the background. Okay, so that's it. I place it to size, and then I reduce the opacity. I think I'll leave it around 25. Yeah, 25 is good. Haven't done that. I'll go back to my gallery, add photo, and then I'll pick my grace and my law and grace. Okay, yeah, sure. Before that, the logo of the organization having this event. So I'll just, haven't done that, I'll just blend and choose the multiply option. I would add the text. So just simple write up Christian law. I think I got the spelling of Christian wrong. Let's just go ahead. Law students as fellowship of Nigeria, I guess. Okay, yeah. Okay, so just zoom that to be sure. I think I made a mistake here, the Christian. Okay, so yeah, so I choose this particular font and I color that black, increase it, and I'll zoom to make sure that we are on track. I want to make sure everything is centralized and stuff. I'm starting with the header, right? Like the logo of the brand or the organization that has this particular event. So I just have to sort all that out, make sure everything is properly in line. Watch the way I'm managing my space. I don't want to do anything that will cause me to regret later on. So I just write the name of the institution. Okay, River State University. Another thing you need to understand so far as I'll be designing is that I'm not going to be playing around with a lot of fonts. 2-3 fonts is okay for this design, but just watch as I manage my fonts. And then of course centralization is very important. See the way I centralize. I'm going to eventually add another logo, but then of course this is that. Another logo is going to come by the right hand side, but before that, let's add the images. I'm going to click on which one am I adding now? Let's add the law and grace. Yes, this one. And then I'll click on the blend and choose the multiply. Now, having chosen the multiply, you can see that the building from behind is reflecting through the design. So I'm going to make sure I remove that. So let's add, remember this one that we did using the background remover, right? I'm going to use this to cover up the effect of the building on this other design. I like to play a little bit, so let me just add the photo and check how another texture is going to look on this. Just a little here and there. Let's see. I blend that. It doesn't look so good. Oh, it's not gonna be clear. Oh bother. Let's take this out. Don't mind me. I like experimenting with stuff. That's what designs are about, right? Okay, so you see, the write-up is not really clear because of the picture from behind, and of course I am doing stuff. Okay, so I'll just add that again. Let's add that photo. I think something just came to my mind. I would have to turn that into a white. I'll click on effects and then I'll click on color, then I'll choose the negative. So I'm turning, by negative I'm turning the black into a white. All right, I hope you understand that. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to align it properly. By doing this, I will eventually place the blue on top of the white properly. Why I'm doing this is to make sure that the house from behind in the background does not make the low and grays appear somehow. It's a new technique I learned. Okay, so I think this is better. Now I just have to align this properly. Okay, remember we talked about space, right? Yes, so I'm just going to manage the space. All right, okay, let's place this on top of that. And I don't want the white to be seen, so I'm going to try to place it properly on top of that. Okay, this is not bad. Okay, let's save that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to that's the theme of the event, right? So I'm just going to pick a shape, a dash, and I would bring it over here and just shaping it properly and align it properly. Okay, so you see how it looks. All right, so I'm going to write theme inside of that box, but I'm going to make it a color. I'm going to give it a color. Now, what colors go with blue? Now, primary colors go together, so blue will definitely go with the red. How does that look? This is beautiful. Now, if you ask me, just put everything together and add the text. So I write theme and then I'll okay that. Okay, choose a font, then turn that, rotate that. Okay, place it properly inside of the box. Now you would always want to zoom if you want to make sure that yes, you get your angles right. Nah, that's not gonna go. It's not gonna be visible. Okay. I'd already copied this, so I'm just going to remove a couple of details. Yeah, okay, so this is what I want to do now. Let's make all that capital. Alright, so bring it here. So far I've used 3 fonts, and these 3 fonts are just okay for this design. Alright, so I'm going to pick a red. This is part of what I want to be properly highlighted in this design. So I haven't done this. I'm going to stroke it. Click on stroke, and then let's just check. Okay, now let's use a white stroke. And you check a white, and then I increase the thickness. I'll increase it to 100. Okay, that's clear. Alright, I'm just trying to observe anyway, so observe with me. I'll save that. I'm okay with it. Okay, so there are certain details I have to put now. I'll paste. So I'll take out some details that are already captured and leave the remaining ones. Okay, so let's add the time. I think is okay. Let's see what it looks like first before I add the time. Now I'm gonna have to check where the time is going to fall into. Okay, let's add the venue. Very important. Now before this, you must have downloaded the venue icon and the time icon. So if you have to have all that ready. Most times before I design, I ask myself, what am I going to need for this design? So you need to sort all that out yourself before doing a design. That's why it's important to plan before designing. Most times you draw your designs before you eventually start putting them in PicsArt. Bring your thoughts to life. You have to draw them somewhere or have a thought of them in your memory. Okay, so let me add the time to this. 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. Okay, so well, okay. Don't mind me, I like going the long way. Okay, so position that right. And make sure it's still visible. It should still be the same size with this other one. So I might have to reduce the date and time so it doesn't look small, bigger than this other detail. Alright, make that black. Make that black as well. Okay. I'm observing the design. Okay. What else? Okay, I'll just save that. I think we're good with that. So let me just go add the icons for date and time, and then of course venue. I've already downloaded them before, so I'm just going to look for them in my gallery and add them up to this design. Now there are several websites you could download these transparent PNG files for icons and all. You can go to kisspng.com or go to pngtree.com. You can always get all these icons. So you add that, that's in black, so I'm just going to go multiply that. Yeah, so the white inside is going to leave. Alright, position that properly. I'm going to place it just on top of the A. Yes, I think that's centralized enough. Okay, then I bring this dude, place him just at the middle there. You have to be the same size. Okay, bring it down. Okay, this is not bad, but still need to touch it a bit. Okay, touch this one a bit as well, and I save that. Now everything is taking shape. I want to demarcate the venue from the time. The venue, from the time, like the time and date. So I pick a shape, I make it black. This is a dash, by the way, so I use shapes a lot. For my design. Shape is one of the most important elements of design. Okay, I'm trying to demarcate that well. Nah, clicking too high. I have to bring it down a bit. Okay, save that. That's it.